Welcome, Tiger fans, to Hardin County basketball right here on 93.5 FM, WKWXFM.com, and the WKWX app. And we will try to stream live at YouTube channel Slice 93, as right now we are in the middle of a JV game, a contested JV game between the Tigers and Alcorn Central. Right now it's 35-32 with 2.4 seconds to go here in this contest. Coming up, the Lady Tigers and Alcorn Central will hook up and tip it off probably somewhere around 6:10, 6:15, depending on how this game ends here. And then following that game, it'll be the Tigers and Alcorn Central. The Tigers and Lady Tigers coming off two big wins on the road Friday night over at Brooks High School in Killen, Alabama. And then here we are tonight in Alcorn Central. And then coming up Friday, we will be in Moulton, Alabama with Lauderdale County is where we'll be, Lauderdale County High School. And that's coming up Friday. Tip-off time is at 6 p.m. Right now, 6/10 of a second. It's Alcorn Central's ball. 35-32 is a JV game. Hardin County on top. So for now, we'll take a timeout, and we'll join you here in about 10 minutes for Hardin County basketball. This is Hardin County basketball right here on 93.5 FM. We'll be back in a few.
It says on here the game got a little bit rushed here as the JV game lasted to the last minute, and Tigers won in the boys game tonight. I don't even know if they played a girls JV tonight, but got one victory in Brook. Let's see if we can't get a couple more as the Lady Tigers are on the road tonight against a team we'll only see one time this season. We don't know anything about them. We'll just have to see how things transpire once the ball goes up for the tap. So I hope you're in a good front-leaning position to go with the Tigers tonight as they look for another victory. Right now I show them as 7-9 on the season, and victory tonight would be really a big step.
Yeah, it would. Big game Friday night, 2 big wins. They had to come back. Wasn't their best performance, but they fought back and faced a lot of adversity. Crowd getting into it. And the ball club, Brooks, got into it, and then they had to fight all that off, and so they did. They pulled the win out, and they're gaining a little bit momentum as we work our way to district play that comes up in a couple of weeks.
All right, so it's time for the starting lineups. I don't know if there will be a national anthem or not. We'll find out in a moment.
They are.
Yes, there is. So we're going to take a pause here for a word from our sponsors. We'll come back with the starting lineups after this. Now for the Lady Bears of Alcorn Central. First up is Brannis Quinn, followed by Carly Barnes. Emma Waddell next. Then Olivia Walker. And Darby Oakes will be the 5 starters for the Lady Bears. Alan Wood, the head coach. And the color of choice here is purple and gold. Tigers dressed in gray with maroon numerals, gray trim and a whitish trim on the sides, a piping, I guess you might call it. And the Lady Bears in white with, I believe, a purple numeral trimmed in gold. Davis will be jumping with Walker. Taps controlled by the Bears. Barnes in the backcourt. Moving up against the Tiger defense, intent on man-to-man. On the left side, Darby Oaks underneath. Shot from 2 feet away by Carly Barnes is blocked, but a whistle and a foul is going to be called. And the foul is going to be on Barrier, her first. To the line goes Carly Barnes to shoot 2. First shot's good. Rattled, but fell. Next shot's off, no good. Rebound is Callahan. Callahan to Davis. Tigers come up the floor. Davis is going to be called for traveling as she moves into the forecourt. Just underway, first period, 1-0. Tigers down by a point here. Walker on the left side to Quinn. Back to Walker on the baseline. Inside to Barnes. Barnes trapped in the lane, finally kicks it outside to Oaks. Now to Quinn, who's come out in a circle at midcourt. Barnes takes it now, backs up, being guarded by Barrier. There's a lob under and a getting away was Kirkland. She's going to get an easy 2. As she broke away from a pack there, went in and scored. So it's 3-0 now. Tigers get it over to Callahan in the forecourt on the right side. To Hardin, now to Callahan in the far corner right side. She's double teamed there. Finally splits a double team and gets it out, but there's a whistle and a foul that's going to be called. Foul's going to be on Waddell, her first. Team's first. And Tigers take it out as a non-shooting penalty. In they go in the lane. That goes into Gamble, and Gamble's called for traveling as she had to stop short in order to avoid a charge there. And she must have shuffled her feet. Frankly, we're about as far away from the floor tonight as we were in the last game. Here's a steal on the other end as they try to work it into paint. Coming up with it is Barrier. Barrier gets it out and over now, and Hardin tries to get it over to Barrier. Stolen away, going in for a shot. Walker, she missed it. Got her own rebound, however, and dribbles it back outside. Now Quinn with it on to the right wing to Walker. Now back to Quinn underneath, driving in and actually just going with a straight up set shot underneath. Olivia Walker hits it, and all of a sudden it's a 5-0 game, and the Tigers want timeout. Timeout on the floor, 5:56 remaining first period. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Of the bench area early, and now the Bears come out, and the Tigers work it up against full court pressure. Callahan gets it over, and that's Barrier in the forecourt beating the press. She's double teamed and forced toward the center court line. Takes a step to her left and steps on that line, and the back court's going to be called. Give it to the Lady Bears. They work it to Barnes on the right side. Barnes to Walker. Head of the key. Right side to Kirkland. Underneath, jumpers up and good. That is Quinn who got the basket underneath. And it's 7-0. Tigers running into lots of difficulties with this pressure defense. There's a foul called on Waddell, which will be her second. And the Tigers will inbound it to Hardin in the backcourt. She's double teamed, throws it out. It's going to be stolen away by Barnes. Barnes in the forecourt to Walker on the left wing. Walker stops, guns a three, in and out, hung on the rim actually. Finally fell off, and it's going to be Gamble with the rebound. Outlet pass. Down now in the corner to Davis. Davis three is off, no good. Rebound, Bears. Walker on the left wing to Quinn. In the lane, shot's no good by Oaks. And the Tigers get the rebound. Coming down is Hardin, double team. She'll have it batted away. It's stolen, going in for a layup will be Walker rather. And Hardin's going to be called with a foul. Shot did not materialize, but Haley Hardin picked up a foul. And on the line goes Olivia Walker. First shot is off, no good. Right now, the Tigers having a buku of problems with this press. They're double teaming us when we get in the forecourt, and we just don't seem to be able to do anything with it. Walker's second shot is good, however, and it's 8-0. Tigers need to get a pattern going here. In the corner they go now, and that's going to be Sue Barrier, and she will be called for.
And we've made a game's worth of mistakes here, and
a floor mistake, and they're going to give it to the Bears, and they're on the other end already. Cross the wing, now to Kirkland. Now out to Quinn. Kirkland in the corner right side. Now to Walker in the paint. 14-foot jumper off, no good. Rebound for 4. Walker comes out with it. Gets it on the left wing to Quinn. Now to Barnett, who checked into the game for the Bears. Now a three from the corner by Walker. It's off, no good. Rebound, Hardin. Hardin's going to be called for traveling. She got resistance after she gathered the basketball, but Quinn forced her into making a floor mistake. And with 3:36 remaining, the Tigers are down 8-0. Gracie Rhodes in for the Bears. Pass in the lane. Barnett shots partially blocked. Hardin with the rebound. Clears out to Gamble. Gamble running to Davis in the forecourt on the left side of Barrier. Barrier drives. Kicks it out to Gamble for 3. No. Rebound Barrier. Stepped on the line. 3:13 left to go first period. 8-0. Alcorn gets the ball back. Tigers just can't buy a bucket. Walker haven't taken that many shots. Barnett goes down in the corner trying to connect with Rhodes on the right side. It will be tapped out of bounds by Ashton Davis. Good defensive play. It just didn't stay in bounds for her. Now with it's Rhodes. Head of the key down on the right wing. 3-pointers off and no good by Wilburn. Now there's a loose ball for the rebound coming up with Rhodes. Rhodes to Walker. Left wing, an attempted steal by Davis. She comes out with it, drives down, lays it up with the left hand and scores. Nice defensive play. And a deuce there by Davis. The Tigers trail now by 6. Full court pressure applied by the Tigers. Now a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Ashton Davis, reaching over the back of Brannis Quinn. And Davis gets her first foul, third team foul. Bears bring it down. They go to Walker on the left wing for 3. It's off, no good. Rebound, fought in the corner, saved in, and she didn't get it in time. Kirkland is going to step on the line in the corner, and the Tigers will have possession of the basketball. Davis hurries over. Inbounds to Hardin, back to Davis. Tigers working against the trap at midcourt. They go over to Davis. Beat the pressure. Get it in to the right wing now. As Barrier goes down in the corner, has it batted away. Loose ball's picked up by Davis, or rather Callahan, and it's knocked out of her hands, out of bounds. Give it to Hardin County. 2:04 remaining. In the first period, it's 8-2. Ashton Davis, or rather Haley Hardin inbounding it. Gets it out to Gamble. Now on the left side. And Barrier puts up a three. It's a little short. Gets her own rebound though. Now to Hardin on the right side. Haley Hardin backs up to midcourt. Tigers pretty well spread across the court right along the free throw line. Trying to be a pass forced in. It's going to be batted away and picked up there by Quinn. And Alcorn back on the attack. And they get it in the corner. Over to Rhodes. Rhodes puts up a three. Can't hit it. Rebound taken down by Barrier. Barrier out now to Davis. Now across. Here's Hardin for three on the right. No, off the back rim. Rebound. Callahan all the way out to midcourt. To Davis in the lane. Kicks it down in the corner. Here's a three that's off and no good by Barrier, and the rebound's taken down by Quinn. Alcorn in the forecourt. Quinn on the left side now to Rhodes. Here's a steal by Davis. Ashton Davis comes out of the pack. She'll score again. She's got four, and the Tigers trail by four. Full court pressure. Work it up the floor, and they finally squeeze it through a double team, but they ended up chasing it out of bounds in vain as Quinn chased it down but could not get a hold of it before it rolled out of bounds.
Riley Strickland in the game now. Bailey a set. Neither team having success with the press.
Here's a pass down in the corner now to Strickland. Strickland trapped down there. She's being pounded. Finally a whistle and a foul call by on Quinn, rather. So Haley Hardin will inbound it from the corner, the far corner right side. Almost straddled the corner there. And now there's a whistle, and Strickland was being literally keel-hauled in there. And Ansley Kemp in for the Bears, gets the foul. Strickland gets it back to Hardin. Now on the left side down to Barrier. Now a shot for three by Davis. Ashton Davis with her 7th point tonight. And the Tigers trail by one, 8-7. Been a one-man show offensively for the Tigers tonight.
Oh, no.
Here's a three-pointer on the left side. It's off and no good by Walker, right at the buzzer. As it drained down on us here, it's 8-7 with Alcorn leading at the end of the first period. We'll take a 60-second break, and we'll come back with more from Corinth, Mississippi. Lady Tigers defeated Brooks 56-48 the other night, and now are trailing by 1 at the end of the first period as we start into the second period. Ashton Davis inbounds, gets it to Strickland, Riley Strickland. Now to Davis. Davis drives, goes in, puts the shot up. Didn't get more than head high, but she got her own rebound. Out, and there's a three. It's put up and good by Strickland. Was that Strickland?
Yep.
Yeah. And the Tigers take the lead. We're far enough away that these numbers are fading a bit. So the Tigers lead 10-8 now with 7:27 left to go, second period. Alcorn goes to Quinn on the left wing. On the right side to Walker. Now to Barnett. Left side Barnes now. Tigers still in the man. Walker drives down the right side of the lane, puts up the one-handed jumper, missed it. Rebound's going to be put up and in by Allie Kirkland. And we're tied at 10, folks. Brand new ball game. Just under 7 minutes to go in the second. Hardin drives in the lane, tries to force up a jumper about 5 feet away. It's blocked, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Quinn. That's her second. And the team's fifth. And the Tigers with 3. Tigers work it, get it in to Callahan at the free throw line. She made an immediate bounce pass, but somehow or other traveled in the process. So they'll give it to Alcorn. Now on the right side to Barnes. Barnes giving a three-pointer, takes it, missed it. Rebound, Kirkland, shot won't go. Check that, yeah, that's Kirkland. Shot won't go with a whistle, and a foul is going to be called on Clara Callahan, her first.
I'll tell you what, they got real good size inside. They're 3.
Yeah, they're 4 inches, 3 inches taller.
Yeah.
Kirkland's first shot's off, no good. We remain tied at 10. I don't look for that to stand for long. Second shot, in and out, no good. Rebound, Davis has it stripped away by Barnett. Finally, Davis gets control, gets it out to Strickland. Down on the left side as a three-pointer put up by Hardin. And Haley Hardin cans a 3. 13-10 now, Tigers leading. Walker down the floor, stops baseline on the left side of the lane. Now to Kirkland. Kirkland outside to Quinn, now to Walker for 3. With the Bears not having much success from the three-point line, Barnett has it in the paint, kicks it outside now to Barnes. To Kirkland, now to Walker. Walker, I think, has the longest ponytail I've ever seen in a basketball game. She moves it out toward midcourt. On the left side, here's a 3. It's off and no good by Quinn. Follow, no good. Another rebound by the Bears. And as Kirkland goes up for the shot, a whistle and a foul call. I believe it's going to be on Callahan, too.
Yeah, that's 4 offensive rebounds in one set. I mean, if you give a team 4 opportunities.
Into the game comes Katie Atkins.
It's going to be a rough night for you, for sure.
And Callahan takes a seat with 2 fouls. Tigers up by 3, 5:29 left to go in the second period. And they're pretty well letting them play. Been a lot of collisions out there. Kemp inside now is a three-pointer off the right, the head of the key. It's off, no good. Rebound taken down by Walker. Now a three-pointer again from the right side this time. A whistle and a foul call. Reaching over the back. I think it's going to be on Walker.
Yeah. They had 5 opportunities in that one set down here on that offensive end.
Kirkland to Davis. Right side now, and they're going to call Strickland for traveling. She drug her pivot foot.
Yeah, man, that's, 3 or 4 walks.
We have not been our own best friend with the floor mistakes. Walker on the right side to Kirkland. Way outside's Barnes. She'll lob it in, going down on the baseline is Oakes for a jumper. It looked to me like Atkins had a clean block, but must have got her with a body because Atkins picks up a foul.
Well, what happens is every time that your arm comes down, they're going to call it every time. If you just leave your arm up, you'll get by with it sometimes, or hands up. But if you ever swat down, you better believe you're going to get a foul call.
Oakes on the line, hits the first free throw. We'll go back to another. Kirkland checks out, in comes Barnett. Second shot is off, no good. Rebound, finally batted around and picked up. Another shot's going to be put up this time by Barnett. And it looks to me,
they called a jump ball. They didn't call a foul. Get over here and take it out.
Well, she lined up on the free throw line as if it was going to be a foul, and then they said it was a jump ball. The Tigers have possession. They get it in the paint. It's almost stolen away there by Barnett. Finally reaching in and helping out there is Barrier. She gets what amounts to a hell ball, but is that what they called?
Yeah.
So it'll be Tiger possession. And they're going to give it to Hardin down in the corner for three. It's off, no good by Barrier. And the rebound is going to be knocked out of bounds, touched last by the Bears. 4:33 left to go second. Tigers up 13-11. They trailed 8-0 early. Now with it is Gamble. Gamble in the lane, goes up for the shot, missed it. Rebound. Bears. Coming out is Walker. Tigers in a 2-3 zone now. Darby Oakes. Bounce pass in the lane to Barnett. Can't do anything. Kicks it back outside now to Walker. Walker, playmaking guard now. Pass off on the right wing. It's off, no good. And the follow's no good. Rebound as Atkins is going hard with Oakes underneath. They're going to give it to the Tigers, or rather give it to the Bears on the inline. On the right side to go to Kemp. 3:43 left in the second period. Here's an in and out three-pointer by Barnes. Rebound taken down by Haley Hardin. She goes to Davis. Davis in the forecourt. Now to Strickland. To Hardin on the right side for three. Missed it. Rebound. And a whistle and a foul is going to be called on the Tigers. Going to be on Riley Strickland reaching over the back. And the 1-1, my friend, has set in.
Well, at least we're almost through with the half. we were in it on Friday night in the first quarter.
You're right. Kemp, Ainsley Kemp goes to the line to shoot 1-1. First shot's good, so she'll naturally get two. Tigers up by one now. And still at one. Atkins with the rebound. Here's a steal as coming up with it now. It's Strickland. Now across, and she throws it into the hands of Barnes. Barnes drives in, misses the layup, but the follow is going to be up and good by Olivia Walker. All of a sudden, Alcorn is up by a point. 3:06. Davis trapped in the backcourt, and a timeout called. As jumping up from the bench is Brandon Kirk. He gets the timeout with 3:02 left to go in the second. 14-13 Alcorn right now. We'll be back in 30 seconds. She'll stop, put up a three. Won't go. Out of bounds. Give it to the Tigers with 1 minute left to go. Is that Molly Pierce? Yeah, I think it's Pierce in for the Lady Tigers. Pass it in as Atkins got a lob pass in from Strickland, and she ended up traveling with the basketball, and we'll cough it up with 51 seconds left to go. 17-17 is the score. Kemp, head of the key, left side to Barnes. Cross court on the wing, right side to Walker. Now back to Kemp, to Barnes, right side. Looking for help. Finally, they go to Walker on the left wing. There's a long cross-court pass. Fielded in the corner by Pellitzer. Pass in and a driving layup by Oaks is off and no good. But a whistle sounds, and that will be the second foul on Katie Atkins. To the line goes Oaks, shooting two. First shot's good. One of those affairs that hits the back rim, lays there for just a second still, and then falls in. So it's 18-17 Alcorn. 19-17 now. As Oaks hits two in a row. Tigers come down. Driving in, putting up a shot is Hardin on the left side. From 12, missed it, rebound. Bears. Kemp with the rebound. 4 seconds left. 3. In the corner they'll go. 3/10 of a second remaining, and let's see whose ball it will be as both teams raced for the ball in the corner, and it's going to be Alcorn ball with 3/10 of a second. Will they get a shot off? No. And she almost hit it. Darby Oaks got it away, but just a little bit late. And the first half comes to a close with Lady Tigers trailing 19-17, but 16 minutes of basketball remaining at least. And anything can happen.
Anything can happen, and that was a good comeback by the Lady Tigers. And, you know, it kind of started off like Friday night, and then they got a few three-pointers to fall and really battled back. The only thing that I would be concerned about if I was Coach Kurt is underneath and giving them 3, 4, 5 chances on the offensive end. We need to do better boxing out and getting rebounds, although they're bigger than we are.
Yeah,
but still you got to box out.
Definitely with a height advantage underneath. But if we go at it with the idea that we're going to box out better, try to establish, particularly on the defensive boards, a little better position, maybe we can make some impact. So the halftime score, Alcorn leads Hardin County 19-17. Don't forget boys action coming right after this one, so stay with us here on K93. We'll be back after these words from our sponsor. Halftime here in Corinth, Mississippi. I guess we're probably on the outskirts, not actually in Corinth proper.
Don't dare say that we're in Corinth.
This is a county school.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm alienating some people by calling it Corinth,
you don't do that.
Mississippi. But if you want a landmark, that's what's around here. There ain't no other place around.
We were right down the road from Kimberly Clark.
I knew her in high school.
Yeah, well, she owns a business now.
Yeah,
pretty profitable one.
That's what I thought. And Lady Tigers trailing 19-17 at the hands of the Lady Bears here in Central. We've been here before a couple of times, and a nice little place to play. Just entirely too much purple.
A lot of it.
Yeah. Looking at the scoring in the first half, for Alcorn, the leading scorer is Olivia Walker with 5. Allie Kirkland had 4. Brannis Quinn had 3. Darby Oakes had 3. Carly Barnes had 3. And Ansley Kemp had 1. So they spread the scoring out pretty well, I guess you could say, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players scoring for a total of 19. Lady Tigers led so far with Ashton Davis, who started out like a house fire, and she had 8. She's followed by Haley Hardin with 6. Riley Strickland had a 3, and that's it. It adds up to 17.
Yeah,
Not a lot of scoring from a lot of Tigers that started tonight in the first half, and I'm sure that's probably something that Coach Kirk is trying to rectify in the locker room.
Yeah,
right now.
Like I said earlier, one of the things is we got to do a better job on our end of the court, or their end of the court, rebounding, get some defensive rebounds. They haven't shot the ball well from the three-point line, which has helped us out a lot.
I was about to say, if they'd hit half of the three-pointers they put up, we'd be down by 20.
Of course, we shot a bunch too, and we've had some really good looks, and then in the second quarter we started finding the range a little bit. But, it's kind of like that game other night in Brooks, at Brooks High School. We struggled early and then finally found the range, but we shot a lot of threes the other night. And, we had some really good looks at threes, and when we get those good looks, you got to be able to knock those down if you're going to win, especially when you get into district play. And we've had, like I said, a lot of good looks. Ashton Davis has played really well. She's got a lot of spunk and a lot of fire about her. So does Clara Callahan. She's also kind of picked her game up, it seems like, over the last couple that we've played. And then Riley Strickland has come in and really played well for us. Last week, the second half, they put her on that 8th grader, and you say they put her on 8th grader. Well, that 8th grader had about 17 or 18 points. Yeah. So she was really good, but she kind of locked her down in the second half and played really good defense. She made a 3 tonight and has helped out some as Bailey has gotten into some foul trouble. That's the one thing we got to watch in this second half is not get in foul trouble. I think Bailey's got a couple. Ashton may have a couple. Other than that, I think we're okay.
Yeah. It's not like Riley has a legacy at all at Hardin County High School.
Well, there's been
basketball.
Yeah, there's a couple of them, and Mama to boot. And I would imagine they're trying to play up the Mama standard because she was really good.
Absolutely.
When she was in high school. So they got a lot to live up to. They won't be like her. But, Sarah, she's playing in college now and playing a lot and doing a really good job at Dyersburg. And so, and Riley has come in here. This is her first year. And so she's played well.
No question. Just a minute or so before the start of the third period, Tigers trail by 2. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. We'll come back with the start of the third period. Alcorn will have the basketball to begin the second half of play. They lead 19-17. And they work it on the left side of Walker. In the paint now to Oaks. Down on the baseline, trying to put up a shot as Waddell can't. Here's finally a shot from the block on the left side is Barnes. She missed it, but a whistle. As it's knocked out of bounds, it will be Alcorn basketball baseline. Inbound, now in the lane to Rhodes. On the right side now to Walker. Left side is a three. It's off, no good. Rebound, Davis. As Alcorn just absolutely insistent on shooting the three, and they haven't drawn a lick. Tigers with it now. They're working into Callahan in the paint. Now to Hardin out toward center court. On the right side now to Gamble. Pass out toward the mid, trying to get to Ashton before she ran out into the backcourt, and she couldn't get there in time. Backcourt violation will be called. Give it to the Bears. Across the timeline, Walker. Down into Oaks. Oaks driving shot, no good. Follows up and good by Walker, and she's fouled. The Bears tower over the Tigers inside, and they're just kind of having their will with passes. That foul is going to be on Hardin. Free throws up and good. And the Tigers will bring it down. Now trailing by 5. Here's a three-pointer off the right side. It's off, no good. That was Barrier for 3. And it's 22-17. As down the floor come the Bears. They'll try another 3 way outside. As going up for it is Quinn. Loose ball on the rebounds, tapped out. Give it to Alcorn. Down in the corner. Here's Quinn again for 3. I guess if you put it up enough, one's finally going to fall. But I think they're probably one of 20 now. But they lead by 8. Across the timelines, Davis. Davis, head of the key, left side now to Hardin. Hardin drives in the circle, goes in a bounce pass, tries to squeeze it down to Barrier, and it's going to be stolen away by Oaks. Oaks just intercepted the pass. Down the floor come the Bears. They sneak it underneath to Waddell. Waddell is fouled before she can shoot. The foul is going to be on Callahan, her third.
Boy,
that's going to put Clara pretty well on the bench until the 4th. So timeout on the floor, timeout Alcorn. 25-17, we'll be back in 30 seconds. Down on the inbounds, and there's a shot from the corner for 3. This one's off, no good. Rebound taken down by Ashton Davis. So the Tigers trailing by 8, need a bucket here with 5:46 left to go in the third. Hardin attacked at midcourt. Gets it over to Davis, back to Hardin now to Gamble on the right side. Hardin looking for a Barrier in the left corner, can't get it to her. Now to Davis. Davis splits a double team. Now to Barrier for 3 in the corner. Won't go. Rebound Gamble. Gamble backs it out. Gets it to Hardin outside at the head of the key. Now in the center court circle. Into Callahan. Free throw line for 15. Good shot by Clara Callahan, who stays.
That was Atkins.
Actually. Oh, Atkins. I'm sorry. Looked like Clara. And I just said that she'd probably be going to the bench. So Atkins gets the deuce. Nice shot by Katie. Down the floor come the Bears. They'll put up a 3. Davis with the rebound. And the Tigers, down by 6, can cut it to 3 with a 3 this time down. Here's Davis for that 3. Rolls off the back rim. I thought that Atkins had the rebound, but it rolls out, and it's going to be Alcorn, and they come down the floor. They go down to Walker, Olivia Walker, and she hits the 3. Beginning to be obvious that they practice a lot of 3s here. The Tigers down by 9 now. In the lane goes Davis, stops at the free throw line. Left side now to Gamble. Now is Atkins on the right wing. There's a 3 put off by Hardin. No good. Rebound taken down by Waddell. 4 minutes left to go in the third. 28-19. Tigers down by 9. Barnes. Now a turnaround jumper by Oaks is no good. Rebound all the way outside. And up with the three-pointer again is Walker. Follows another rebound, and finally, and then another rebound, and coming up with the points, scoring is Darby Oaks, and she will go to the line for a 3-point play.
Well,
and that's the 3rd foul on Katie Atkins.
It's not hard to block out. It's a want to.
There were about 4 white shirts under there, and one.
We got a lot of people standing around looking.
Into the game comes Kylie Jo Ramsey, a junior. Out comes Atkins. Free throw by Oaks is up and good. She's got 6 now.
Yeah. She's the smaller of the ones in the middle, and she came out of that, 2 or 3 opportunities.
You can tell that she's strong, though.
Yeah.
And she goes to the bench for a rest.
I need help. Somebody move.
Into the game comes Kirkland. There's a long pass across the court by Strickland that is going to be thrown away. I think she intended it there for Davis, but it was too high. It's out of bounds. Give it to Alcorn. They now lead by 12. Walker on the left wing. Here's a 3-pointer on the right side. It's off and no good by Barnes. Rebound taken down.
That was Strickland got it, then a held ball. They tied her up. But I'll tell you what, Alcorn Central does. We get the what they call a foul. When we get a rebound, they go and attack the basketball, and that time they got caught with a foul.
All right, the foul is on Barnes, her first. Tigers get to Davis. Davis beats the press, lobs it over in the corner. Here's a 2-pointer from the line, off by a barrier. Rebound, Alcorn. Down the floor to Walker on the right wing. Now to Pellitzer. There's a steal. Coming away with it is Gamble. And she's going to be fouled, I'm thinking. He's not showing any numbers to the bench. Yeah, there's a foul called on Pellitzer. I just flashed it up on the board. Official did that very quickly. Tigers work it up the floor. Now they go to Davis on the left, all the way across court, right side to Hardin. Hardin on the dribble, backing up, backpedaling. Over now to Strickland in the corner. She tries to get it under to Gamble. Gamble trapped on the baseline to Ramsey in the corner. Here's a 3-pointer by Davis. It's off, no good. Rebound as Ramsey goes struggling for the ball, really fighting for the basketball in the corner, but it's going to go out of bounds. Touched last by her. Good effort, though.
Yep. She moves good underneath.
Here's a inbounds pass to Barnett. On the left side into the full court. 2:20 left to go in the third. Tigers down 31-19. In the corner, Bears go to Pellitzer. Now on the left side, another 3 shot. No good. Rebound taken down by Davis, and she will be fouled from behind. Let's see. Maybe they're calling a hell ball. I don't see a number up there. They're just nonchalant about calling fouls down here. Here's a Pass over in on the right wing to Strickland. In the corner, here's a long three. It's off, no good. Rebound is Gamble. She has it stripped away. And a held ball call again. It's going to be, this time, Alcorn's possession. 48 rather. Left in the third. Here's a steal, double team pressure. Strickland picks up the loose ball. In the left corner to Gamble. Gamble has it batted away there by Pellitzer. And it will be Tiger basketball with 1:40 left in the period. Down 31-19. Strickland. Right side, left side now to Davis. Over to Hardin. Wanted a three. Didn't have time. Got it to Davis in the lane. Drives in. Finds a place underneath the basket and lays it up and in. Nice play by Ashton Davis. As she's got 10 now, Tigers need her to turn it on again. And here's an inbounds foul that's going to be called on Davis, as the Tigers are nearing a moment of truth when they're going to have to really start making an impact with this 10-point lead. And Davis picks up her third. Here come the Alcorn Bears, and traveling with the basketball is Ellie Pellitzer. And the Tigers will take it out on the floor mistake. Hardin trapped in the forecourt, gets it over to Davis. Long pass down on the baseline, and Allie Kirkland really put the whammy on Gamble. And picks up her second foul. That is the third team foul against 4 for the Tigers. Tigers inbound it. They go to Gamble on the right side. Now to Strickland. Strickland looking for Ramsey down low. Inside now. Out to Hardin for three. Got it, yes. Haley Hardin hit the three. That cuts into the lead. It's a 7-point lead now. Full court pressure. Strickland had the steal, but her momentum took her straight out of bounds. With 25 seconds remaining, Bears have it underneath their own, in their own backcourt. Down 20 seconds. The jumper's off and no good by Kirkland. Rebound picked up by Davis, and the Tigers are going to throw it away.
Yeah, Riley got twisted and turned around, and Ashton threw it over her head. But
14.6 seconds remaining in the third. Tigers down 31-24. Into the game comes Molly Pierce. Out comes Davis. Now Walker on the right wing. Cross on to the left side to Quinn. In the paint to Walker. Driving, laying it up. Missed the layup. Follows up and no good, but a whistle and a foul is going to be called, and I believe it's going to be on Ramsey.
Well, I'd like to see the stats on how many offensive rebounds they've had tonight.
It's got to be a ton.
Oh, yeah, they've had 2 or 3 chances each time down.
To the line goes Olivia Walker. She's shooting 1 and 1. The first shot's up, and no, she's shooting 2. Okay. And she hit them both. So the Tigers will have a second to get it away, and it to no avail. Quarter comes to a close. 33-24, Alcorn on top. We'll take a 60-second pause here and head right directly to the fourth quarter. Stay Mr. Carnell.
Yeah, it's man, that was a big possession right there. If we could have kept control of that rebound, not thrown it away, and they made us pay for it. We fouled them, and they got 2 out of it instead of us having 2.
But a brand new day's dawning. Tigers with the basketball to begin the 4th period. Davis stops on the left wing. On the other side to Gamble for 3 shots. Don't get good, but she got her own rebound. Now it's a steal as Gamble tries to throw it over onto the right side. Going in for a layup on the other end is Pellitzer. Pellitzer didn't hit the shot, but is going to the line. The foul is going to be on Gamble. Pellitzer at the line to shoot 2. First one is good, and now it's a 10-point lead, rather. And Pellitzer can make it 11 with this one, and she does. So Tigers down by double figures. 7:30 is all they have left. They get it to Gamble. Now to Davis. On the right wing, left wing to Hardin's 3 is no good. Rebound Gamble. Give it to Davis. Davis is going to be fouled and blocked there, I believe, by Pellitzer. Indeed it is. That's her second. Tigers need some offensive success on this trip down. Could lay the groundwork. Right as a steal on the inbounds pass. Walker takes it away, goes down, pitches it back to Quinn. Quinn gets the deuce. Not what the Tigers wanted to see right there. Across the timeline goes Barrier. She's on the right side. Now over on the left, a long pass to Hardin. Hardin tries to go down to Gamble in the corner, left side, and it gets knocked out of bounds. The Tigers will take it out. Hardin going to be held to a 5-second call. Oh my! Yeah. I hadn't seen that call in a long time.
I mean, there was no reason to pick your dribble up right there, and then nobody came out and helped.
A Tiger miscue gives the Bears another chance. Here's a pass into Oaks. Oaks bounce passes it underneath, and going in is Emma Waddell for an easy deuce. Tigers getting a little frayed at the end here. With 6:26, here's a pass down and underneath. Another steal by the Bears as we tried to lob it over to Barrier in the forecourt. It got stolen away by the Bears. On the right side, here's a 3. It's off, no good. And the rebound is going to be knocked out of bounds as Barrier and Quinn fight for it. Into the game comes Strickland. Now there's timeout on the floor. Timeout Alcorn. 6:09 remaining here in the fourth period. 39-24. Tigers down. We'll be back in 30 seconds. .609 left to go in the fourth quarter, 39-24. Tigers down by 15 now. Biggest lead of the night. And they picked the fourth quarter to get there. Gamble to Hardin. Hardin's going to have to hurry. She's in trouble. Now back to Gamble. Gamble to Hardin. And she didn't make it. Yep. You got to hand it to the Lady Bears. They're playing some top-notch defense, putting the pressure on the Tigers, and we just can't. We're not up to it. Waddell to Walker. Back to Waddell. Now a three-pointer on the left side is up and good. And that's going to be by Lexi Wilburn.
I finally made one, huh?
Yeah, they've had 3, I think, tonight. Working it up against the press is Strickland on the right side now. In the corner to Gamble. She goes to the floor. A whistle and a foul is going to be called on Brennan Quinn. That's her third. Tigers inbound it. Pass over in the corner. Hardin for 3. A little too hard. Rebound taken down by Barnes. 5:14 remaining. To the right side and Walker. Now a three-pointer off the left. It's off. No good by Barnes. Rebound taken down by the Bears. 14-foot bank shot right inside the free throw line by Quinn. And Quinn gets 2 out of what didn't look like a scoring opportunity. Across the timeline. Tigers get it to Strickland. Now to Ashton Davis in the corner to Hardin. Hardin splits a double team, goes to Davis, and Davis will lose it in the backcourt. It'll be picked up by Walker. Now going in for a layup is Quinn. The shot's blocked by Strickland, but it's out of bounds. Give it to Alcorn with 4:35 remaining. Tigers down by 20. 44-24. Into the game comes Molly Pierce. Here's a jumper on the baseline. It's off, no good. And a loose ball out of bounds. A whistle and a foul called. And it's going to be on Emma Barnett. Her first foul. For 16 fouls from both teams in the half. So Pierce tries to pass it over to Gamble, and now there's a collision. There's a steal there by Quinn. A collision right underneath the bucket. And a whistle. In comes Barrier, out comes Davis. And I guess maybe they called a held ball. I don't see numbers up. Here's a long cross-court pass and a steal ripped away there by Pierce. Pierce gets it to Haley. Haley Hardin in the lane, drives 13-foot jumper, and she hit it. So Hardin has 11 tonight. And the Tigers cut it to 18. Here's a turnaround jumper in the lane by Perriman's no good. Rebound out of bounds, and whistle and a foul is going to be called on Kirkland. I think that's her third. Check that, it's on Barnett, her second. On the line, shooting 1-1 is Callahan. First shot's off, no good. Rebound, Kirkland. 3:39 here in the fourth. Tigers down 44-26. Here's a jumper on the baseline by Walker. No good. Another rebound by Alcorn. Stripping that on the second attempt there is Pierce. Pierce outlet pass down to Gamble. Gamble takes it up and scores. 3:16. Across the timeline. Here's a three-pointer. It's off, no good. Another Bear rebound and stuck back up and in by Allie Kirkland.
That was a 3-on-1, and she pulled up from three-point land.
13 to 4 in the fourth quarter so far. 46-28. Tigers work it over to Hardin on the right side, way outside. Tries to penetrate, goes in, throws up a one-handed shot that's no good. Rebound fought for with Kirkland and I think Atkins. No, that's Callahan.
Yeah, they just dove on top of Clara.
Player injured.
Yeah.
Going to the floor is Kirkland. She's slow getting up, but I think they're going to let her stay in the game. I cannot see that number.
What number are you looking at?
Low post, right side.
That's 15.
No, our player.
Oh, that's Stanfield.
Okay. McKenzie or McKaylee? I can't see the number.
11.
Okay. It's McKaylee Stanfield. Into the game for the Tigers. His numbers are really dark in this gymnasium. Here's a pass off on the right side. Stanfield has it in the corner. Out now to Hardin. Clock under 2:25 now. Here's a three-pointer off the left side by Barrier. It's off, no good. Rebound taken down by Waddell. We're not getting any offensive rebounds or any defensive rebounds. Inbound in the circle. Shot up but no good by Quinn. Fight for the rebound. Coming out is Barrier. Now Hardin goes underneath. Callahan gets the open shot and lays it up and in. So a nice bounce pass underneath. 46-30 now. Bears down the floor. Walker stops short on the low post. Gets a quick bounce pass, lays it up and in. 1:42 now. Barrier. That's Gamble.
That's Bailey.
And it'll be a traveling call as Gamble gets called. The ball got up on her shoulder and she couldn't get control of it and walk with the basketball. Wholesale substitution for the Lady Tigers. If I can get these numbers.
So Hannah Miller, Atkins, and Pierce.
Right. Thank you.
Welcome.
It's like the lights are dim down and our numbers are so dark against that dark background. I can't pick it out.
Youthful eyes.
Yeah. Okay. 48-30 to score though. 125. I can see that. As the Tigers bring it down. We're up against it here. If they're still holding out for a win. Gamble has it on the left wing, goes outside now. And a loose ball is going to be stolen away. Molly Pierce was involved in that, but it finally was going to be knocked out by Alcorn. Hardin takes it in the backcourt. So they're off now as Pierce stopped on the baseline about 4 feet out and is going to be fouled at that point and will go to the line. The foul is going to be the fourth on Brannis Quinn. And a 1-and-1, shots off, no good. Rebound, Alcorn. Down the floor they go to Rhodes. Head of the key to Kemp. One thing about this Bear team, they'll put it up for three at a moment's notice. Now is not the time to be doing that. But pass into the lane now. Pellitzer. Pellitzer crosses the lane. Now there's a steal picked up by Gamble. Gamble over to Hardin. Hardin across the timeline. Into the forecourt. Guarded closely by Pellitzer. 19 seconds. Yeah. And we throw it away.
Yeah, well, Hannah stepped one way and then had to cut. And Hardin thought she was going
one way,
zigging and zagging, and one thought they were zigging, the other one zagged. So
it happens. 15 seconds away, 18 the lead. And the Tigers drop back in that 2-3 zone. Pass down in the corner, out on the left wing, 4 seconds. They're probably going to let this run out. I hope they don't call a foul or a timeout. And they don't. That's the end of the game, 48-30, the final. Lady Tigers fall at the hands of the Alcorn Bears, and that's about all she wrote.
Yep. you know, we only give up 48 points. We only scored 30, but we only give up 48 points. That's a pretty good defensive night. But the thing is just those second chance opportunities, well, not only second, third, fourth chance opportunities.
I bet we didn't have double figures in rebounds in either half.
You know, we got hot in the second quarter. Then we come out here at halftime. In the third and fourth quarter, what did we score?
In the fourth quarter, we beat. They beat us 15-6.
Yeah.
And in the third quarter, it's 14-7. So not a whole lot.
13 points in the whole second half. Can't win doing that for sure. But
no, and making silly mistakes and coughing the ball up when you got opportunities to score.
Made a lot of something. That pressure got us.
You got to hand it to them. They worked hard. That was a good-looking, well-coached team defensively for sure.
Yeah.
Well, they need work on the three-point plays, but on the three-pointers. But honestly, if they had been hitting three-pointers tonight, it would have been embarrassing.
Yeah.
So, final score, Tigers lose it 48-30, and we'll move on down the road. As we said, the next game is going to be not in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, as I announced the other night. It's going to be in Lawrence County, Alabama. As I had Coach Carpenter call us after the game and make sure I straightened that out tonight. I didn't see the owl at the end, and I just thought we were going back to Lawrenceburg.
Moulton, Alabama, the home of Coach Carpenter.
Yeah, and so we're going to be going down there on Friday night. So be sure to pick us up on K93. If not, come on down and watch the Tigers play. So got that in your future. But right now, I'm going to go track down some lineups, and I'll be back with the second game after these messages from our sponsors. Don't go away.
All right, welcome back to Alcorn Central. I'm Steve Cornell along with Bill Sharp. We're bringing you all the action from Alcorn Central High School. The Lady Tigers went down to defeat in the first game as they lost it by, well, I forget what the score was. Bill's over here getting ready for the second game.
It wasn't pretty.
It wasn't pretty. So we're getting ready for Hardin County and Alcorn Central. And looking at Alcorn Central, they got a pretty good size as well. They look sort of like the team from Brooks the other night. So it should be a really good contest between these two teams. So we'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the opening tip here in just a few.
All right, about ready to tip off the second game tonight. And I'll try to reach back here and see if I can find out see if we can remember what the score was in the earlier game tonight. As the starting lineups for the Tigers are being announced. It was 48-30, okay, so we're good to go on that. And starting for the Tigers tonight are the starting five that have been practically, well, most of the season since Christmas, as Garrett Smith, Wheeler Wilkes, J.T. Smith, and Tanner Davis, and Caleb McGee. Now, for Alcorn, Drake Williams is the starter. Timmy Mooney. Andrew Williams, probably a brother, also. Landon Powers and J.T. Potts are the starters. And so the head coach is Josh Harrison. And they'll be dressed in white tonight with gold numerals. Tigers in maroon with gray. And we'll be ready to go in just a moment. Jumping for the Tigers is Davis. Davis controls the tap. The Tigers get it to JT at the head of the key, and they're working the perimeter. JT on the right side of Wilkes. Now in the paint, they go to Garrett Smith, gets batted away, and Alcorn will dribble down the floor following the turnover. With his Powers. Powers drives, puts it off the glass. It's off, no good. And a whistle and a foul is going to be called on the Tigers. It'll be on JT. His first. And to the line goes Powers. First shot is up and good. He'll get another. So Alcorn picks up the first 2 points of the night, and they lead as the Tigers bring it down. 7:29 left to go first period. Lady Tigers lose 48-30. Now here's a three-pointer in a deep corner by Wilkes. It's off, no good. Rebound is battled for and knocked out of bounds by the Bears. They will give it to the Tigers. JT Smith inbounding to Caleb McGee, who backs almost to the mid-court line. Now JT on the left side to Davis. Right side now to Wilkes. Here's Davis for three. It's off, no good. Rebound. Bears coming out running with it is number 23, and that's Powers. Now over to Williams. On the left side to Powers. Tigers in a man-to-man. Driving, putting up a layup, a running jumper is Williams. It's over the back of the rim, out of bounds, or rather knocked out of bounds on the rebound. And the Tigers will control. JT across the timeline, 6:36 left to go in the first. Down by 2. McGee drives in, has it go all the way down and come right back out. That was sad. It should have stayed. Rebound's taken down by the Bears, and down comes Williams with it in the lane. He'll pass it off and getting a bucket underneath. The smallest guy I've seen this year, I think, is Drake Williams. He gets a deuce underneath. Tigers work it in to Smith. Garrett, that is, in the lane. It gets tapped away, touched last by Alcorn, and they will give it to the Tigers. I say they, the officials will give it to the Tigers baseline. Inbound, I thought JT was fouled there. No whistle by Powers, the fouler. Here's a long pass to Wilkes, down to Smith, now to Davis. Inside, down to Garrett. Garrett scores. Garrett Smith takes it to the basket, lays it up and in, and the Tigers cut the lead now, 4-2. Across the timeline now, there's a whistle and a foul call, and it's going to be on Garrett Smith. His first. Alcorn will inbound it just in front of the scorer's table. They get it over to Williams. Williams out now. There's a whistle and a charging foul called, I think, on Williams. And that's Drake Williams, who is not the tallest player you'll see on a basketball court. Wilkes on the right side. Now to Smith, back outside now to JT. JT facing a double team, 2-3 zone out front. There's a tap away that's going to be controlled by the Bears. If Smith went in the lane, and somebody just got a hand on it and knocked it up, and it will be Bear basketball as they come down the floor. Williams on the right side to Mooney. Here's a long three that's up and good by Williams. And he hits the three. It's 7-2 affair now. Tigers down by 5. Now to Wilkes on the right side. Has a three, doesn't go. Instead goes back to JT. Now Wilkes takes the three. Yes! So Wilkes gets his first bucket on the night. The Tigers go in a half-court trap as Alcorn beats it easily. Powers in the circle. Tries to pick up a pick there. Doesn't materialize. On the left side now to Williams. Williams now a jumper from the head of the key. It's off no good with a three-point shot. Rebound finally controlled by Wilkes. Wilkes over to McDonald, or rather Wilkes over to JT. Now to Davis on the left side. Now Wilkes for three, yes. Sorry, Willie Wilkes gets his 6th point here with 2 successive threes, and Tigers lead 8-7 now. Pass down on the other end and corner, a shot for three. It's off no good by Williams. Rebound taken down by Davis, and Davis takes it in, misses the layup. Fight for the rebound outside, and I thought Garrett had it, but it slipped through his fingers in an effort to try to cut the corner out there, and it will be Alcorn basketball. 3:31 left to go first period. 8-7, Tigers up by 1. Now in the paint goes Williams. Stops, shoots, missed it. Rebound McGee. McGee now to Burdine, who's checked into the game for the Tigers. Now on the left side, here's a three-pointer. It's off and no good by Davis. Rebound Wilkes on the right side. Davis back to Burdine. Burdine looking for Garrett Smith at the free throw line. Doesn't go. To Davis instead on the left wing. Now he's on the dribble. In, slides right, put it up, hit it, and he's fouled.
Good finish.
Move. Great move by Jackson Burdine.
Yeah, got the finish too, and chance for a three-point play. Tyling coming in now. Gary to go out as they make our usual substitutions around the 3-minute mark.
And a foul is going to be on Mooney, his first. And the free throw's good. The Tigers' lead is 4 now. So there's a pass for the Bears down on the left wing in the paint. They lose it. It's picked up by Davis. Tanner Davis taps it into the forecourt to McGee. Over on the right side it goes Wilkes. Wilkes tries to go into the paint, has it batted away, and tried to get it back from Mooney, and when he did, he fouled him. That's the first foul on Wheeler Wilkes. That's the 3rd team foul. Bears work it up the floor. They get it to Williams down in the corner. And now a driving jumper is going to be up and good by Oakes, who picks up a bucket there. And the Tigers bring it down now, leading by 2. Burdine in the corner now to Wilkes. Wilkes drives the baseline, has it batted away by Williams. And Jackson Burdine will inbound it for the Tigers with 1:57 left to go here in the first period. Hardin County up by 2. Here's a long three-pointer. It's up and good by Wheeler Wilkes. Man, oh man, that's 3 in a row for Wheeler. The Tigers lead 14-9. It's a pass in the lane going up for the shot. Blocked by Wilkes. Loose ball picked up by McGee. Tigers are back down the floor with a chance to add to this 5-point lead. McGee drives in, goes under, puts up the shot. It will be blocked, and obviously cleanly blocked by Eaton.
Yeah, he came from behind, but man, what a feed by Jackson.
Now, here's an attempt to move in the lane. It's batted away. Stolen and picked up and then restolen, and now a shot's off, no good. Rebound McGee. McGee outlet pass down to Wilkes. Wilkes drives in the lane, has the ball stripped as he moves right to left down into the low block, and with 1:04 remaining, JT checks back in. Also in is Nathan Nesbitt and Carter Smith. Burdine and Irvin both still in the game. Irvin, free throw line to JT for 3, yes! JT hit the 3. And it's 17-9 now. Tigers up by 8. They go to Mooney, head of the key, right side to Williams. On the left side to Eaton. To Potts. Now driving shooting. Williams off, no good. Rebound, Burdine. Burdine running. Drives in the lane. It's going to go up for the shot. And we had so many of those tonight where we bringing the ball up to put a layup up, and they stripped the ball out of it. And they did that again on this particular possession. Tigers do get the ball out, however. JT on the right side to Nesbitt. Underneath to Smith. Drives in, puts the shot up. It's going to be blocked there by Potts. And a whistle and a foul is going to be called on the Tigers, and it's going to be on Tanner Davis. They say that's 2 on Tanner. 10 seconds left to go here in the quarter, 17-9. And take that back, that foul is on Mooney. And on the line are the Tigers. I thought we were going the other end of the floor. Smith will hit one free throw and miss. Carter Smith hits one free throw and misses the second one. Now with 2 seconds left, the Bears are going to put up a shot that goes out. We got 3/10 of a second remaining. Tigers up by 9, 18-9. We'll see if we can get a shot off. If we just field it down, now they're going to say.
They're going to give it to them.
They're going to give it to. Wait. That's not right. Well, there's a inbound pass to. I thought they.
Well, Carter must have tipped it.
Maybe he tipped it. Anyway, the quarter comes to a close. No harm done. 18-9 the score, and we'll take a pause here for a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back after these words. $18 to 9, first quarter scored is Alcorn will have it to begin the second period. They work it into JT Potts. They get down in the corner on the right side. Back to Potts on the left wing. Potts takes the three off the left, missed it, rebound McGee. McGee's outlet pass goes to Burdine. Burdine starting in the second period. Here's a pass in the corner now to Wilkes, or Davis rather. Davis drives in the lane. Shot blocked, got the rebound, put it back up and in.
Good strong
just
move.
determination there by Tanner Davis. And he gives the Tigers an 11-point lead. Down the floor comes in. There's a block by Wilkes. Beautiful block. As it's out of bounds though, but that was a shot that would have been a crip shot, but it was knocked away. And the Bears take it out baseline. 7:07 left to go here in the second. 20 to 9. Tigers up by 11. Get it over to Timmy Mooney. Now to Drake Williams outside to JT Potts. Sains in for the Bears. Here's a shot in the corner, or a pass in the corner. 3-point shot's off, no good. Rebound taken down by Williams, and another loose ball is going to be picked up. He misses the shot off the back rim. McGee with the rebound, outlet pass to Burdine. Burdine way across corner, and Davis, athletic move just to bring that down. Keeps it in play, gets it back to Burdine. Burdine sets, takes the three. Got it, yes. rattled a little bit, but not how, it's how many. So, Burdine gets his 6th point on the night. And it's 23-9. 14 points to Tiger lead. Pass in the lane, running jumper's off, no good. Garrett Smith had a hand on the rebound. He was pushed from behind, and I think it was knocked out of bounds. I always hated playing these gyms that had stages that you had to jump up on to get the ball. And we're in one right now. Invariably, I'd be the one that had to jump up and get it. So, 23-9. Tigers up by 14. And Burdine's on the attack. Drives in, kicks it outside now to Davis in the corner to Wilkes. Wilkes for 3. Caught the rim. No. Garrett Smith with the rebound. Outside now to Davis. Davis in the lane. Goes in. Drives it. Spins it up and in. Took it underneath the basket and threw it up, spun it off the glass and scored. Nice play by Tanner Davis. 25-9. Here's a steal at midcourt. McGee comes up with it. Gets it over now to Burdine. Burdine to JT. JT driving is going to put up a one-hander and will end up going to the line as a result.
We're being about as aggressive tonight that I've seen us in a long time on both ends.
Looking awfully good. And I don't want to say that they're that bad. I think they've won 9 games. 9-13, I think, is their record right now.
They're, two teams that kind of similar in size and in ability as well.
JT just missed the front half of a 2-shot penalty, though. Got to get those. Missed them both.
Well, he screamed at him and he missed it. So.
Rebound taken down by DePoister. My first DePoister, I believe. In the lane, driving and putting up a jumper there is Williams. That's Andrew Williams. A whistle and a foul call. It's going to be on McGee, his first. That's the team's 4th. Both teams with 4 now. And both shots will be put down there for Williams. And it's now 25-11. JT dribbles across the timeline, drives in the lane, gets an open shot, scores. Man, and we are hitting shots we've had trouble with earlier this season. So JT picks up his 5th point. It's a 16-point lead. Tigers beat pressure across, or rather the Bears beat pressure across the timeline. Go on the left side now to Johnson. Now to Potts. Right side Williams driving, jumpers off, no good, rebound. Wilkes had position and is going to be knocked out of bounds, touched last by either JT or
I thought
Wilkes.
It went off the face of 20 actually, but
yeah, but there were a couple of maroon jerseys behind him. I thought maybe one of them had reached in. Anyway, it's Bear basketball. Driving in the lane, putting up the shot is Johnson. Rebounds taken down there by Carson Phillips, who checked into the game for the Tigers. Now to JT, over now to Irvin. Irvin drives, puts the shot up, won't go. Rebound taken down by Potts. Down in the corner they go. Underneath, there's a layup. As DePoister was left alone underneath, and breakdown on the defense gave the Bears a deuce there. It's a 14-point game now, 27-13. Tigers in control. With it now, it's Phillips. Head of the key, drives into Davis. Davis takes it on the right side, all the way down, lays it up and in. Nice.
He's just faster than they are, and he's really aggressive to the basket tonight.
3:19 left to go in the second. 29-13. Tigers by 16. I believe that's the largest lead of the night. On the left side to JT Potts. Now here's a steal. Wilkes had it, then Phillips had it. He got it off now as Irvin. Irvin takes it under the basket. Can't get the shot to go, and the Bears with the rebound. They'll drive down, put up a shot as J.T. Potts is foul going up for a layup. Oh, no, they're going to call charging up.
Yeah. Wilkes was right there waiting on him, and he caught him right in the chest. That's a big boy that hit him, but he took it.
That was
good play by Wheeler.
Andrew Williams, rather, gets his first personal foul. I thought sure they were going to call a block there, but the charging was the call. 29-13, Tigers with it. 2:40. JT in the flesh, dribbling on the left wing. Outside now to Wilkes. Wilkes head fakes. There's a whistle, and they call him for carrying the basketball. Yeah. So he took a little stutter step with his, as he does. I didn't see him roll it over, but they called him for palming.
That's kind of a ticky-tack call right there.
Yeah.
You don't see that very often.
We're going to get there. We're not at home, Steve. We're not at home.
Still ticky-tack.
JT Potts on the left side down to the poster. Working with it.
Well, he just did it.
And then he just got
well, you got to call it.
He is on top of it. I'll give him that.
Well, that one was more egregious. I saw him from up here.
He whipped it over there, huh? Yep. 2:10 left to go in the half. 29-13. So Phillips has it, head of the key, hands it off now to Smith. And that is, Carter Smith. Now to JT, to Phillips, to in goes Irvin for a shot, and it was blocked completely away from the basket, but he just dove in there anyway, threw it up, missed it, but he's fouled, and the foul is going to be on Johnson.
He went in amongst the trees.
With no concern for personal safety.
That's that football mentality in him.
And on the line shooting two is...
Looks like he got
one
poked
Tyler
eye.
Irvin.
He keeps rubbing his right eye. Yeah.
He either got some sweat in there or a pinky finger.
Burdine back in. Phillips.
Burdine checks in. And as Steve said, Phillips checks out. Irvin gets another free throw.
Yeah,
and it won't go either. Rattled, but came right back out. 29-13, 1:44 left in the half. It's a lob down in the corner right side to Potts. Now outside to Smith. A Smith for and a whistle and a foul called, I believe, away. It's going to be on. It's going to be on Nesbitt, right?
Yeah, Benson in the game now.
Yeah. So, into the game comes Ben Benson, and there's a pass underneath and a shot up and no good by Potts. Now, whistle and a foul is called, and that's probably going to put Potts on the line. Shooting two. That foul is going to also be on Nesbitt. Two on him right off the bat here. 1:21 remaining. It seems like I've been stuck on 120 for about the last 2 minutes. First shot by Potts is off, no good. He'll get another. Got that one to fall. And now it's a 15-point Tiger lead with 1:18. Not in any hurry. Jackson Burdine dribbles across the timeline, stops at the head of the key, kicks it in the corner to Benson. Now, out now to Nesbitt. To Irvin, to Burdine, right side now, 1 minute. Burdine content with backing it up to the center court circle. Takes a pick from Smith, who came out to help him. Goes in, missed the layup, but a whistle and a foul is going to be called.
No, it's
not a. He was out of bounds.
Burdine had it.
Burdine had a foot out of bounds. That's what it was. So, with 45 seconds remaining, the Bears bring it down to their action end. They pass it off and they'll throw it away. It'll be recovered there by Carter Smith. Smith out to Burdine in the corner. Nesbitt for three. Yes! Nathan Nesbitt doing with the basketball what you're supposed to do with it.
Nathan's good for one or two of those every night when he gets in.
With 17 seconds, looked to me like the Bears were trying to throw it away. Go in the corner now to Johnson. Johnson tries a three. It's going to catch the side of the top of the backbound board and hit the frame. Tigers will take it out with 7.4 seconds remaining. Head coach Ryan Geyer leaning in, talking to Jackson Burdine, taking it down in the corner now. Here's a three-pointer put up there by Benson right at the buzzer. It's off, no good, and that will be the end of the first half of play. And the Tigers go in with a 32-14 lead.
That's about as good of a first half that I've seen us have on both sides of the floor. We have been really aggressive defensively, really aggressive offensively. And Tanner Davis, he's come out here to play tonight. He's just so much quicker and a little bit longer than.
You got to say that there's a seesaw deal with Tanner in the second period and Wheeler in the first, because Wheeler got those 3 threes that set the tone for this. You're right. One of the things I've noticed is, with the exception of a couple of palming calls that were questionable, we hadn't had a lot of turnovers.
No, we hadn't had a lot of turnovers. We're rebounding the basketball. We've gotten some turnovers, and Burdine has played well. You can see his growth from, the time that his first game till now. And, that win Friday night may have been what needed to spark them here late, because you can see their teammates are standing up for them. Wheeler takes that charge. They're up yelling and, and hollering, and encouraging.
We talked about that on Friday night, that was the kind of thing that they could spring off of and really put them in a path to finish up this season with a bang.
Well, that's how Ryan played, and I think what's happening is they're starting to buy into his energy and kind of what he wants to do here, and you would expect that as you get later in the season. And so, I'm impressed with the way they're playing. Alcorn's not a bad team. They've got some size, but we've just kind of put the clamps on them right now.
No question. 32-14 halftime score, and hoping more of that to come in the second half. But first, we'll take these words from our sponsors. Be sure to drop by and tell them you appreciate Hardin County High School athletics whenever WKWX is out and the field bringing it to you. So we'll be back after these words. this Friday, it's going to be district all the way in.
When we go home, that's
what happened.
When do we go home? We've been on the road this whole month.
It's about time we saw some friendly confines.
I think Lexington comes in on the 24th. That's it. So got another next week.
I'm gonna put you in charge of scheduling for next year.
Well, that was I can tell you who did that. That was Carp and Coach Burnham. And then they both left. I know why they left now, this schedule.
They did this as a practical joke.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't know. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's just that we've been on the road this whole month.
I get to watch you drive, and for me, that's fine.
Yeah.
Being home will be nice. Let's take a quick break before the beginning of the second half, and we'll come back with the tip-off in the third period. Stay with us here on K93. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the fourth and final period of the second half here, the third period. I'm trying to get out of here as quick as possible.
I knew I was gone for a minute. I didn't know.
As long as we got an 18-point lead, well, let's call it, But across the timeline, with Tigers have possession to start the third period to go to Davis down in the corner left side, around the horn now to, holy smokes, to Wheeler Wilkes, who drained a three from the very outer resources of the corner. Down the floor come the Bears, driving in and putting up a layup is going to be Williams. And the Tigers bring it down now. We'll take a 3-for-2 exchange every time. Davis goes, tries to go across court and has it stolen away in the lane. Driving in, missing the layup is Williams, but the follow was put up by Eaton. And it's 35-18 now. Tigers down in the quarter now to Davis. Davis head of the key to JT. Now to Garrett in the corner. Here's Wilkes for three. Ooh, in and out, no good. Rebound, loose ball. Garrett Smith valiantly trying to recover that rebound, but it's going to be picked up there by JT Potts. Potts to Powers, and we just let him go straight down the lane and didn't react, and he scored. So
they ratchet up that defensive pressure.
Yeah,
they have.
So Davis, or rather JT in the corner now to Davis. Now around to JT, crossing the corner. Garrett Smith giving the three, takes it, missed it, rebound. Wilkes has it batted away and
off his foot.
Kicked it out as he went to his knee trying to recover the basketball, and it squirted out of there. 6:05 left in the third. Here's a steal. Coming out is Wilkes. He takes it in and scores. Wilkes read a telegraph early there and made the steal, converted it for two for the Tigers, and it's 37-20. Here's a three-pointer on the left side. It's off the rim. No good. Rebound. Garrett Smith. Garrett wrenches it out of the hands of a Bear and then goes to Davis on the left side of the three-point circle. Down in the corner now to Wilkes. Wilkes in and out with the three. Rebound taken down, and Williams goes down in the corner. And but as Steve said, Timmy Mooney came down with the ball. I don't even think he even tried to dribble it. He just walked off the end of the floor. Give it to the Tigers. 5:16 left to go in the third. And now there's a steal, loose ball. Davis almost got it back from J.T. Potts. Potts outside now. Goes to Williams. Now to Memphis Sands. First Memphis I've ever met was the first name. But now with it is Powers. Powers drives, puts the baseline jumper up, no good. Rebound is McGee had it for a moment, and then finally picked up by Davis. Davis over to Garrett Smith. Garrett across the timeline in the paint. Underneath to McGee. McGee's open for a moment. Closes up very quickly, and he's fouled.
Yeah, that's a good defensive play. I thought he had him tied up, but he must have had him on the arm. But a good strong move by Caleb inside. He's big boy. He's hard to handle in there. I'm trying to figure out what we're doing different offensively than we did in the first half.
Now McGee's on the line. First shot's going to be up and good. Davis and JT in the low blocks there. The shot's off, no good. JT with the rebound. So McGee hits one, misses another, and now the Tigers throw up a three. It's no good. A long down the court pass, and I mean a baseball pass down to JT.
I know that.
JT Potts, about 96 miles an hour. But Potts caught it and laid it up and in to his credit. So it's 38-22 now. Long cross court on the baseline. Down to Wilkes, now to JT for three. It's off, no good. Rebound Davis. Davis catches Wilkes driving in. He feigns, fade away, and puts it back. He gets his own rebound though. Goes on the right side. Now to Davis, and Davis going to throw it right into the hands of a Bear, and taking it and scoring with it, if he'll ever turn around, is Landon Powers.
Well, we're letting them back in the game slowly but surely.
38-24, it's a 14-point lead. Here's Wilkes for three in the corner, in and out.
Yeah.
Now saved in there by JT, but right into the hands of Timmy Mooney. Now, on the right side they go to Andrew Williams. Pass in the lane, it gets away, coming up with this Burdine. Burdine drives in, throws it up. I thought he was going to throw it up.
He was fouled.
It just slipped out of his hands and went out of bounds. They're saying touch last by the Bears. I don't know how that's possible, but they did it. Inbound to McGee. McGee's one-handed hook shot, no good. Rebound. Irvin was fighting it out with Williams underneath. It's going to be off Irvin's hand. The Tigers now with Burdine, Irvin, JT, Caleb, and Wheeler.
Good play.
Wheeler. Now there's a steal. Coming up with it. It's Burdine. Burdine to JT. JT drives in, puts the shot, won't go, but he's fouled.
That's a good heads-up play by Jackson, and then finding
JT squeezed in.
JT going to the basket.
Squeezed in the corner, and foul's going to be on JT Potts. JT fouled JT. That's a new one. And we can't buy a bucket now.
Well, we've been ice cold in this half. We bragged on them too much in the first.
No question.
Everything's gone the other way here in this third quarter.
We're still only being outscored 6-5 though. But
well, they're not shooting it any better.
No. But
get in there.
Yeah, man, we can't get either one of those to go. JT missed two in a row. How often does that happen? And the Bears with the rebound down the floor. They go to DePoster. Now on the left side, this three-pointer short. Rebound, Wilkes. I thought Wilkes had it. It's going to be taken away by Potts. Potts now gets it in. And Landon Powers is going to score, moving left to right in the lane, and he's fouled. And like you said, that this is kind of slipping away here. One thing's for sure, the progression in the lead has not increased. Right now, it's a 12-point game. And on the line to make it 11 is Williams. His shot's off, no good. And, or Powers, rather. He missed the free throw. And I don't know if it's a held ball or was out of bounds. They're going to give it to the Tigers in the backcourt. 2:19 to McGee. Now to Bird on the right side. Goes to Wilkes down in the corner, but Wilkes tries to come out with it and has it snapped away. Tapped away there by J.T. Potts. Give it to the Tigers. Deep corner on the right side. Out to Irvin. Irvin goes under to Garrett. Back out to Irvin. Irvin to Burdine. Burdine goes down, tries to go to Wilkes, and Wilkes went right. Burdine's pass went left, and the result is Bear basketball. Under 2 minutes to go here, 1:59, 38-26. As Alcorn brings it across the timeline, they go inside the circle to Powers. Powers drives in, puts up a one-handed 7-foot floater. It's off, no good. Rebound McGee. McGee out to Burdine. Burdine drives in, tries almost the identical shot, and he missed it too. And J.T. Potts has the rebound. Drives down, 14-footer in the lane. It's short. Whistling a foul call on Garrett Smith. And I show that as his second. Indeed it is. I don't think fouls is going to be the problem tonight.
They got a chance to cut it to 10 right here.
To the line goes Andrew Williamson. He missed the front half of a 2-point.
Yeah, both teams are struggling, that's for sure, offensively.
Not their Waterloo, I can tell you that. Second shot's off as well. Garrett Smith with the rebound. What goes around comes around. Burdine to Smith in the circle. Davis underneath to Garrett Smith driving. Missed the shot. Rebound. Taken down and to Poster. To J.T. Potts. Just over a minute left to go in the third. 38-26. Here's a three-pointer. It's off, no good. Rebound. Garrett Smith grabs it, snatches it away. Loose ball on the floor. There's going to be a scrum there. Coming up with it, however, avoiding the held ball is Matt Oakes. Oakes off, man. He just ran headlong into Irvin. Made his head snap back, and he lays it up and in. So Landon Powers gets 2 more points, and we have a 10-point ball game.
Well, we've only scored 6 this quarter.
5.
5 this quarter?
Yeah. They've scored 10.
Yeah. Well, you scored, 33 in the first half.
I know it. 21 seconds remaining. Tigers are going to settle for one shot here, I'm thinking. Burdine and Irvin playing catch outside near the half-court line. Burdine looks at Coach Ryan Geyer. Geyer says, let's call a timeout and talk this over. 11 seconds remaining in the third. We've got a 30-second timeout. We'll come back. Tigers lead 38-28. So Ryan Geyer wanted to give out a play in person during the timeout. 9 seconds as Burdine goes down.
I think that was it.
To get it down to Wilkes, and it's going to be stolen away right into the hands of the Bears. Yeah. Down the floor comes Powers as the buzzer goes off, and he missed the layup, thank goodness. And it's a 38-28.
I'll tell you what, I don't know about you, but for all those that are here and watching and listening, I'm glad that quarter's over with.
That was not our best quarter. You have 2 of the best of the year, and then you have one like that. That's kind of hard to explain. Yeah. All right, we got a minute, though. Let's let our sponsors talk to her. We'll be back With for the fourth quarter, Tigers lead by 10. All right, so we're starting the fourth quarter with a 10-point lead, 38-28. And driving in for trying to get a shot inside is Landon Powers. He missed the shot.
No, he's not happy.
But a whistle and a foul is going to be called on the rebound. Owen DePoyster was going up for the follow, and he got hammered.
I'm telling you, the momentum has obviously switched here.
It's a good thing we had an 18-point lead.
Yeah.
The first shot by DePoyster brings the lead into single digits. He hit them both.
Yep, they've shaved 10 off of the lead.
38-30. And the Tigers work on it on offense. They go to JT and head to the key. One thing they're doing is they're making sure that Wilkes doesn't get an open shot. In the corner, going out after him is Matt Oakes. And now there's a steal at midcourt. Pass into the fourth court, saved in, finally picked up on a loose ball by Davis. Tanner Davis down in the corner to JT. Cross court to Burdine. Burdine giving the open three. Yes!
Good to see him knock down a few of those in this game.
Heaven knows we need them. 41-30 now. Tigers up by 11. Just creeped under 7 minutes to go here in the fourth. On the left side, Landon Powers in the lane. He's trapped. It was a 3-second call.
Good grief. 3. He's in there for 12.
Yeah. Here's a jumper off the right side. It's going to be up and good by JT Potts. He's got 5 now. And it's 41-32. Tigers by 9. Long pass over in the corner now to Wilkes. He's covered up immediately. Now over to Davis on the left side.
Man, we're really making him work defensively.
Now to Davis. Hopefully run out of gas here. Davis goes under to Wilkes, overthrows it.
Man, he has turned it over 3 or 4 times here in the second half like that. Just losing our way.
Well, let's see what happens here. 6:09 left to go. Across the timeline goes Andrew Williams. Down in the corner now is Oakes. Oakes is trapped in the paint now as a loose ball on the floor. Held ball the call, and it will be Tiger basketball.
I'll tell you what they're doing. They're letting them play.
You could say that.
I'll give them that. I mean, both teams were kind of worn out.
With conviction, they have let them play. That one shot
in the middle
where Burdine's head snapped back on. I mean, he really got a shot. Burdine across the timeline, goes to JT on the right side. Now to JT, corner to Wilkes underneath the McGee. McGee drives, can't get it to fall, but he's going to the line.
Good move by Caleb, trying to get in there to the left hand. Going to the line, though.
Yeah, I still think we need to get more and more and more of that. He's outsized everybody on the floor here, and most everybody we play. We need to get that ball into him more.
Got to make free throws.
Got to hit free throws, though.
Get in there.
Yeah, he got one. He got one, and it's 41-30, or 42-32 is 10 points again. Score person is slow on it. Now they go with Potts on the right wing. In the paint, Oaks. Pass down on the baseline, driving in and going up for a shot. But I guarantee you, McGee just gave him a karate chop.
That was Wilkes. Well, they call it on Caleb, but Wilkes got.
It looked like to me, McGee
Got him
came
from
over the top
behind.
and
Yeah, he may have. I don't know.
Gave him the whammy. Anyway, he can say he was definitely fouled.
I didn't see that. I just saw Wilkes get the ball from behind. And anyway.
There, Andrew Williams is on the line. He was the fouled person. First shot's up and good. One thing they're doing better than we are is free throws. We're 3 for 13. They are 8 of 12.
Yeah, he's all over his back. There you go.
And shot was short. Rebound was fought for. And a whistle and a foul is going to be called on J.T. Potts.
Yeah.
His second.
He's all over Wheeler's back.
5:10 left now. The Tigers needing to get a bucket this time and play some really good defense the rest of the game, and they can take home a W. The ball is Birdow was trying to pass it down the sideline, had it batted away by the Bears, and it's out of bounds. Give it to Hardin County. McGee comes out, head of the key to Davis on the left side. Down to JT. JT has it hooked and tapped away there by Powers. Powers dives down, goes up for the shot. And they got a call traveling. Birdow came right over the top to try to block the shot. He didn't touch it, and he just walked with it.
I didn't see it. He didn't. But
he just took a couple steps. I don't know why. It'll be Tiger basketball with 4:40 remaining. 42-33. Now, there's a travel call on JT.
He gave it right back to him.
As he tried to step over a defender, and when he got on the other side, by the time he got his feet down, he'd walk with the ball.
Oh, Lord.
42-33. Tigers by 9, but not the Bears help us out there with a missile right out of bounds. I don't know who that guy is sitting over there by the door, but he just got a shot. If he wasn't watching.
Well, neither team can stand prosperity right now.
Timeout on the floor, 4:28 left to go in the fourth. Tigers up 42-33, back in 30. The Tigers bring it down and promptly get called for traveling, giving the ball back to Alcorn here. Now it's a steal on the other end as they come down trying to penetrate the lane, and McGee gets a steal to Burdine. Burdine drives in the lane. NBA-esque drive for the layup, and he hit it back to home. Nice shot by Burdine. He's got 11. And the Tiger lead is 11 now with 3:48 remaining in the game. Driving underneath, and a reverse layup is up and good by Landon Powers.
Hey, that guy's going to play the second half. Yeah,
he just beat us to the glass and scored. Now Davis had given a three on the left side, missed it. Rebound. McGee ties it up, I think, with Mooney, Timmy Mooney. It will be a hell ball. Give it to Alcorn. 3:20 left to go in the game. Tigers up 44-35. Pass in the corner, a couple of threes by the Bears, and the Tigers are in trouble. JT Potts puts up a three, and that won't be trouble. It missed everything. Goes out of bounds, untouched. Give it to Hardin County. Here's a pass off now to Wilkes, down to Davis. Davis drives in, puts up the shot, block, saves it in to Wilkes. Wilkes slides right to left along the baseline, puts up the shot, block, but it's going to end in a foul. And that's going to be on Mooney, his fourth.
Yeah, they've taken Tanner out of this game defensively, and they've really worked hard to keep Wheeler out of it as well.
To the line goes Wilkes, first shot.
I was telling you off in the break that they're really extending our offense. They're picking us up as soon as we cross a half-court line and making us play out of here way away from the basketball, and we're having trouble.
Garrett Smith and Burdine closest to the goal for the rebound.
Yeah.
Shots off, no good. Wilkes retains it in the corner and throws it off of Mooney. Nice play there by Wilkes, saving the ball for a Tiger possession with 2:52 remaining. I would imagine the Tigers are going to try to force them to foul. McGee gets the inbounds pass down to Wilkes for three. And he didn't hesitate at all. He put it up and missed it. Rebound Davis outside the Burdine. Any shot we take now needs to be a good chance of going in. 2:35. Burdine right side now to Wilkes. Wilkes penetrates, loses the ball. It's going to be picked up there by Potts, and then stolen back. Now a pass underneath to Garrett Smith. Smith goes up for the shot, missed the layup, but he's fouled. Who got that steal?
Looked like Davis.
Davis got the steal and got it down to Garrett rather. Garrett goes in, will go to the line now, shooting two. These are big free throws. Fouls on Potts, that is third. And he missed it. 44-35, Tigers by 9. Second shot, that one rattled home. In comes JT, out comes Burdine. So Garrett, JT, we've got Davis, McGee, and Wilkes. Driving down the floor, going up for the shot, and putting it up, having it partially blocked, is Andrew Williams. But a whistle and a foul is going to put Williams on the line. Shooting two more. The foul is going to be on Garrett. That'll be his third.
You ever notice when they go free throw line, it gets really quiet in here?
First shot off, no good. Now they're only 8 of 16 right now.
It's a good thing.
And we are 4 of 17, so.
That's not a good thing.
Second shot is good. So Andrew Williams picks up his 9th point on the night, and it's a 45-36 game, 9 points the difference. Burdine in the corner now to Wilkes. Wilkes over to JT. Tigers trying to get crisp pass off. Here's a reach around foul that's going to be assessed against Powers. Powers has no foul, so that'll be his first. And once again, we're back on the line. We're in the 1-and-1. But if we don't do any better shooting, it's not going to help us much. 1:59 left, though. Maybe it's enough to pull it out here. First shot's good. Wheeler Wilkes, it's his 17th point tonight. 1:59, as I said. Tigers up by 10. Make it 11. Excellent execution there by Wheeler Wilkes. A clutch play there. So down floor come the Tigers. A good defensive play there by Caleb McGee as Powers tried to airmail it down the baseline, and McGee wouldn't have it. Got his hand on it and knocked it out of bounds. 1:53 now. Inbounds pass is going to go into the backcourt and will be taken there by Williams. Andrew Williams on the dribble. Outside is JT Potts. JT drives and scores and is fouled. Not what we wanted to see there. Potts gets the deuce. He also goes to the line for the three-point play, and it's the first foul on Tanner Davis. And he hit the free throw. And it's 47-39. Tigers up by 8. Burdine across the timeline. He'll be fouled as he enters the forecourt. And he will be going to the line to shoot 2.
That's close to intentional. He pushed him from behind.
He's shooting 1-1. I'm sorry, not a 2-shot penalty.
There, he got one more foul to give away. That'll be a double bonus.
Burdine, shot, yes. Jackson Burdine has 12 now. Freshman, listed at 5'10", but I believe he's a little taller than that. Got them both. 10 points to lead, 1:39 remaining. In the fourth, on the left, Mooney. Now with it is Powers. Powers in the lane, drives, puts the shot up, got it. Wow, he got underneath the trees there, managed to find a couple of limbs open, and stuck it up and in.
Well, he's been the difference for them in this half. He's really ratcheted his game a lot.
He's got 14 in the game, so 49-41, the score, a timeout on the floor, 1:25 remaining. We'll come back after this 30-second timeout. Wilkes inbounds it to JT. Now JT to Wilkes, and then it's taken away by the Bears. They will take a three-point shot with 1:17 remaining and missed it. Missed another three-point shot. McGee is going to get the rebound here, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Alcorn, and down the floor comes McGee. McGee, first shot's going to be up and good. 50-41.
Good. Way to go, Caleb.
Second shot's up and good as well. McGee hits them both. And now there's a collision at midcourt. Jared Smith is tying it up with a Alcorn player, and they had to separate them. Stepping in and helping out with that was Caleb McGee, and the kid from Alcorn might have gone against Garrett, but he wasn't going to go against Caleb.
Yeah, this has been a chippy game, really. I mean, the girls' game was kind of chippy too, and I don't know how much talking's going on down there, but he didn't like something. It's just good hard play by Garrett, though. He's just doing what he's supposed to do.
And the free throw is going to be up and no good. 1:03 remaining. There's a timeout called. Timeout Alcorn. 51-41 the score. We'll take a pause here for 30 seconds, and we'll be right back. 1:02 remaining. 51-41. The score. And Alcorn with the basketball brings it inbounds and trying to penetrate the lane with Powers there. He will go to the floor. There, I believe, is a whistle and a foul.
That's on Burdine, I think.
Called on Burdine, yeah. His first. But on the line will go Landon Powers.
Yeah, they're in 1-1 too now. We're in a double bonus, so free throws all the way out.
Shots off, no good. Rebound, McGee. McGee will be fouled from behind, meaning that the clock only moved a couple of seconds with 55.4 remaining now.
Well, Caleb had good position. I mean, it was a stupid foul going over the top of him. We'll take it.
So, 51-41, McGee on the line, shooting 2. First shot's good, yes. That's what you got to do down the stretch.
Yep. Put the big man on the line.
Second shot is off, no good though. Rebound, Bears. 52 seconds across the timeline, and in the lane goes, that's Andrew Williams. He goes up for the basket. It's off, no good, but a whistle and a foul. Stopping the clock with 47.9 seconds. We've spent about an hour in the last 10 seconds. On the line goes Williams, and he missed the first free throw, so they're not helping themselves either. Foul's going to be on Davis, his third. 47 seconds, that's the important thing here. Second shot is going to be up and good by Williams. And here we go. As we move into the forecourt, with it is Wilkes. He will be fouled with 42 seconds remaining. We just can't make any progress.
Yeah, well, we weren't going to. It's going to be a free throw shooting contest from here on out.
So, Wilkes on the line, shooting 2. First one's good.
I mean, we have no reason to foul them. You know, we just need to keep knocking down ours and let them run clock.
Wilkes is 3 for 3 on the night. Make that 4 for 4 from the free throw line.
That's 2 big ones there.
But the Tigers are still 11 for 25.
Yep. We just need to make them run clock.
41 seconds. They're trying to pass it there, mail it down the floor quickly. Here's a 3. It's off, no good. Rebound is Davis, and Davis will be tackled at that point by DePoyster.
Well, if we can keep making these, surely to goodness he'll give it up. 33 seconds to go. Trailing, what, 12?
Yeah, it's a bit out of reach, I believe, unless we just shoot ourselves in the foot.
Yeah, mathematics.
If Davis hits these 2, it's out of reach.
Holy goodness.
And he missed it.
He about broke the rim with that one.
It looked like a brick. It was a brick. Second one cleanly in the kite. I don't get it. It's one of those things. 32 seconds. Tigers still full court pressuring. Driving in the lane, putting up a shot is Potts. Rebound, stuck back's no good. Finally another shot, no good. And Davis gets the rebound.
Best thing about that sequence, it took 13 seconds off.
Yeah, so we're down to 20 now.
Yeah.
Let's see, how many more timeouts is that before we end the game? 55-42, Tigers up by 13, and
I'm afraid Chick-fil-A is going to be closed, Bill. Time we can go to car in.
Yeah.
You did want to go through car in, didn't you?
You should. Of course, I know you're hungry. I know a young man like you has to have something to eat. First shot there by Tanner is good. He's going to get another now. He's 2 for 4 from the line tonight. He missed it. So, rebound. Bears are coming down. 12 seconds now. 3-pointer from a deep corner. Off, no good. Rebound point. DePoyster. DePoyster has it batted away and coming out running with it is Ben Benson in for the Tigers. In comes Nathan Nesbitt now.
That's 5 on DePoyster.
And
well, you got to give them credit. They came out in the second half and made a game out of it, and really turned their defensive pressure up and kind of controlled the tempo of the game.
He is taking his time going off at court.
Yeah.
Deliberate delay of game. Delay of your Chick-fil-A is what it is. All right, to the line. Ben Benson knocks down a free throw. He'll get one more to prove that it wasn't a fluke. It was not. He hit them both. And it's 58-42, 2 seconds, 1 second. Shot at the buzzer, hit the back rim, it won't go. 58-42, the final, and lo and behold, 2 games down tonight. Lady Tigers fall earlier, 48-30. Tigers win 58-42 here in the nightcap.
Yep.
And time for us to go home. Get set a couple of days before we have to
head to Alabama.
Before we have to go to Alabama. And
we've covered a lot of states here lately. But, this is a tale of really 2 halves. I mean, we couldn't have played a better half of basketball in the first half.
I think we made that very clear. It's probably the best we've ever seen them intensity-wise, as far as shooting skill. We were hot. We were hitting shots that we were supposed to hit. It
just looked like we changed our offensive philosophy
I couldn't pinpoint what we did.
In the third quarter, and was really making them work. Of course, they went zone on us. They were playing more man.
Yeah,
they went zone on us, and that may have been part of it.
It could have been part of it because, like you said, they were picking us up earlier in the forecourt, forcing us, putting more pressure on our passes, and we made twice as many floor mistakes and turnovers in the second half as we did in the first. So,
what they were going to do, they weren't going to let us drive. We were killing them on the drive, especially Tanner Davis was. Tanner was absolutely just manhandling them, and they said, okay, we're not doing that anymore. So they dropped back in the zone, and they extended us out, and then that took away all that.
Believe it or not, we outscored Alcorn 20-12 in the fourth quarter, but they outscored us 12-9 in the third. So, yeah, like I said, it was a flip-flop kind of game. Let's look at the scoring and these are unofficial, of course. Landon Powers had 14 for Alcorn. Andrew Williams had 10. J.T. Potts had 8. Owen DePoyster had 4. Drew Eaton had 2. Matt Oakes had 2. And Drake Williams had 2. On these Tiger players' scores, they're questionable. There are a couple of numbers that got entered wrong, and I tried to recover it. So I hope it's as close as it can be to being accurate. 20 points for Wheeler Wilkes, leading all scorers for the game. Jackson Burdine had 15. Garrett Smith had 3. Ben Benson had 2. J.T. Smith had 7. Tanner Davis had 8. Carter Smith had 1, and Caleb McGee with only 2 points tonight, and both of those from the free throw line. So that is the story here. We're down here in Mississippi, and we're headed back home, so we hope we see you soon. We will be in Lawrence County, Alabama on Friday night, so if you can't make the trip, just join us here.
Coach Carp was listening, and he invited us to eat steak. So
yeah, it's going to feed everybody that comes down.
Yeah, anybody comes down from Hardin County, he said he'll buy
you a ribeye or a T-bone.
Yeah, get there by 3.
How you like that, Coach? Anyway, final score 58-42. Lady Tigers take it down the chin, 48-30. That's about all we have here. All she wrote here in Alcorn County, Mississippi. So for Steve Carnell and my good buddy Steve Smith, this is Bill Sharp wishing everybody a great evening. And